In the world of WWE, the lights are bright, the entrance is thunderous, and the emotions high. For decades, we've cheered, booed, and chanted names of larger-than-life figures who climbed into the ring and gave us unforgettable moments. Yet, behind every body slam, every promo, every championship belt held high in the air, there are human stories, stories of glory, pain, ambition, sacrifice, and sometimes, tragedy. While many wrestling legends have gone on to live long and prosperous lives, the industry has also seen the loss of some of its most promising and beloved stars far too soon. These were wrestlers who brought raw charisma, unmatched energy, and deep storytelling into the ring, and then, just like that, they were gone. They left behind legacies, unfinished dreams, and an entire fanbase grappling with the void they left behind. Eddie Guerrero was one of those stars. A man who could make you laugh with his lie, cheat, and steal persona and then leave you speechless with his technical brilliance. Eddie wasn't just a performer, he was a storyteller. In 2005, when news broke that he had passed away in his hotel room, the wrestling world froze. He was only 38. He had battled addiction, had conquered demons, and had become a champion the world respected. Eddie died clean, sober, and still climbing. His death reminded everyone that even the strongest warriors sometimes carry invisible battles. Then there's Owen Hart, a man from the iconic Hart family, the little brother who many believed was even more naturally gifted than Bret. His death was not only tragic but horrifying. Falling from the rafters in a stunt gone wrong at the 1999 Over the Edge pay-per-view, Owen's passing was televised, a moment that no WWE fan will ever forget. He was only 34 years old. His legacy is one of integrity, loyalty, and talent that could have reached even greater heights had he been given more time. And what about Chyna, the ninth wonder of the world? She shattered barriers and redefined what it meant to be a female wrestler in a male-dominated era. Strong, iconic, controversial, Chyna wasn't just part of the show, she was the show. But post-WWE life was harsh. Her struggles with mental health, substance use, and feeling cast aside by the industry she helped build were well documented. In 2016, she died at the age of 46. Today, she's remembered not just for her physical strength but for the emotional power she carried into every arena. Let's not forget Chris Benoit, one of the most talented technical wrestlers to ever step foot in the ring. His matches were clinics. His intensity was unmatched. But his story ended in a tragedy that shook the industry to its core. In 2007, Benoit, suffering from what would later be attributed to severe brain damage and CTE, killed his wife and son before taking his own life. It's a dark chapter, one that forced WWE and the sports world to rethink concussion protocols and mental health safeguards. Umaga, the Samoan bulldozer, passed away in 2009 at just 36. A powerhouse with unmatched agility, Umaga was unlike anyone else. His unique look, fierce intensity, and raw power made him a dominant force in the mid-2000s. But health issues and a heart attack took him far too soon, just when he seemed ready for another career resurgence. Test, real name Andrew Martin, was another star who died too young. A promising big man who had all the tools, size, look, athleticism. But like many others, the combination of injuries and painkillers created a storm he couldn't weather. He passed away at 33. Quietly. Alone. But not forgotten. Then there was Ashley Massaro. A former Diva Search winner who brought a unique punk edge to WWE's women's division. She left behind a daughter, a fandom that adored her, and many unanswered questions. Her death at 39 by suicide brought attention to the mental health challenges female wrestlers often face, long after the cheers fade. And of course, we must mention Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda. Perhaps the most recent loss that shook the WWE universe. Creative, mysterious, magnetic. Bray was a different kind of performer. He didn't just wrestle, he crafted atmospheres. He told horror stories. And then he was gone. At 36, from a heart condition that no one saw coming. Fans cried, wrestlers mourned, and WWE paid tribute to a genius gone too soon. Then there's the ever-young Matt Anoa'i, better known as Rosie. A gentle giant, a tag team champion, and beloved member of the Anoa'i dynasty. He passed away in 2017 at 47 due to heart failure. His departure was yet another reminder that even the most jovial of performers may carry health risks that go unnoticed. Bam Bam Bigelow, with his flaming skull-tattooed head and agile big man moves, passed at just 45. A trailblazer in his own right, especially for bigger wrestlers, his legacy continues to influence modern-day heavyweights. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, another icon taken too early. Known for his flawless gimmick and unmatched in-ring finesse, Hennig passed away at the age of 44 due to acute cocaine intoxication. He had been poised for a major comeback. The ring missed him. We still do. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, passed at 39. His name is still sung by fans who grew up on his matches, especially that unforgettable bout against Bret Hart at Wembley. His son continues to wrestle, keeping the legacy alive. Luna Vachon, Yokozuna, Crash Holly, Big Boss Man, all names we once screamed for in arenas or watched in awe through TV screens. All gone far too soon. And now, as fans, we do what we can. We remember, we honor, we tell their stories, we replay their matches, rewatch their promos, and remind each other that these men and women were more than wrestlers. They were artists, athletes, entertainers, and human beings. Their early deaths serve as sobering reminders of the cost of fame, of the dangers of pushing bodies past their limits, of how the show, though spectacular, can be brutal. But they also remind us of their spirit, a spirit that will never fade. Because as long as WWE fans chant their names, they are never truly gone. Their matches live on, their stories live on, their legacies live on, gone too soon, but never forgotten.